Okay. Hello students. I am DS Chauhan, math teacher. Students, today I am going to tell you about the chapter real numbers. This is the first chapter of class 10th standard. Students, first of all, you have to know the syllabus of the chapter. See, I am telling you here syllabus of the chapter real numbers. This the first topic is intro of real numbers. The second important topic, Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma. Inside we will write EDL and its application. The third important point topic, students, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Inside we will say FTA and its application. Very important topic, students, this. The fourth important topic, revisiting of rational and irrational numbers. And the fifth and last topic of this chapter, it is proving of an irrational numbers. Students, this is the syllabus of the first chapter real numbers of class 10th standard mathematics of CBSE board. Syllabus of the chapter, the first important topic is intro or introduction of real numbers. Second important topic, Euclid's division lemma and its application. The third important topic, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Inside we will write FTA and its application. Now the fourth important topic, revisiting of rational and irrational numbers. Already we have read once in class 9th standard, proving of an irrational numbers. This is very important topic, and one long answer type question always comes from this topic. Students, so this is the syllabus of the chapter real numbers. Now students, one by one every topic I will make clear easily. All of you try to understand. Well students, now I am going to tell you the first topic, intro of real numbers or introduction of real numbers. Well students, now you try to understand the introduction of real numbers. See students, just telling what are real numbers. The first very important question arises, since the name of the chapter is real number. So students, if one may put you the question from real numbers, that what are real numbers, and identify the following numbers as real or not real, so how you will give the answer? Students, first of all, you must have an idea of real numbers. I am telling you here the definition of real numbers. Try to understand easily. Here, definition of real numbers. What is real numbers? It is the collection of rational and irrational numbers. Again, what are real numbers? It is the collection or set of rational and irrational numbers. Where students, you are too much familiar by the rational number from class 8th standard, 9th standard and onwards. Well, students, and about irrational number, somewhere you have taken an idea in class 9th standard level mathematics, but just for revising the topic, I am going to make it clear to you by one question. Students, here try to understand. Classify the following as rational or irrational numbers. Here are some numbers in front of you, students. -3, 0, 1 by 2, -3 by 2, under root 2 by 3, 1 upon under root 2, pi. This is here 1.325, 1.222 dot dot so on. Next 1.010010001 and dot dot so on, etc. Here, students, we have to classify the following as a rational or irrational number. Students, now see, this is -3. This is an integer. And students, we all are knowing that all integers can be written in the form of p by q, where q is 1, which is not equal to 0. So this is a rational number, because students, we all are knowing that what are rational number? A number which can be written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and pq are integers. From class 8th standards, we are knowing that what are rational numbers. Now 0 is also an integer. Being integer, it is a rational number. This 1 by 2, it is a fraction as well as rational number because of the form p by q. So this is rational. This is also rational. Students, this is the number which cannot be written in the form of p by q. Why? Because here, if we are able to write in the form of p by q, here q is 3 and p is under root 2. This is not an integer. Not an integer. So this is not a rational number. So if a number is not a rational number, it will be an irrational number. So this is an irrational number. In the same way, this is irrational number. This is irrational number. This is a number in decimal form. It has terminating decimal expansion. So this is a rational number, because we know that a rational number has two types of decimal expansion, terminating and non-terminating but repeating. Okay, see here, non-terminating but repeating. This is also a rational number, and this decimal expansion, students, here, this is non-terminating and non-repeating. So it is not a rational number. This is an irrational number. Okay, students, I hope all of you are satisfied by the numbers rational and irrational. If you have any confusion, you may ask your doubt. Definitely you will get a suitable and proper response. Okay, students, now my question is, are the following numbers are real? So my dear students, all the numbers are real. Reason behind it, because we know that from the definition of real number, it is the collection of rational and irrational numbers. Means either a number is rational or it is an irrational, it will be a real numbers. Okay, students, now can you suggest any number which is not real? It is very difficult, but I am telling you students a very important things. Now you try to understand by an example. This is another example. Question is, which of the following is not a real number? Option A, B, C, D. Here it is -4, minus under root 4, next under root -4, none of these. This is the question in front of you students. Which of the following is not a real number? Very important question students. Now see the solution. If you check to the option A, this is -4, this is a negative integer, and you know all integers are rational, so this is rational, and being rational it will be a real. Here you know we can find out the square root of 4. Square root of 4 it is 2, so after simplifying you will get -2, and you know -2 is a negative integer, so it is a rational number, and being rational it will be real. And 2 under root -4, students, whatever the square root you have found before it, always you had found the square root of a positive number. You never have find out the square root of a negative number. Well students, remember always, square root of a negative number is an imaginary number. Imaginary number. What is imaginary number? A number which is not real. A number which is not real. Okay student, so this is not a real number. So this is not a real number. So in this way, under root -4 is the correct answer. That which of the following is not a real number? Under root -4 is not a real number. Students, one very important thing I want to tell you. Remember always, value of under root -1. This is I. I stand for imaginary. I stand for imaginary. I stand for imaginary. Okay, means which is not real. Which is not real. Student, you know imaginary, this is opposite word of real. Opposite word of real. Okay, well students, one question is under root -20 a real number? A big question in front of you students. What will be your answer? Answer will be no. Under root -20 is not a real number. Answer no, because under root minus 20 can be written as under root minus 1 into under root 20, and we know the value of under root minus 1, it is I from here. So we can note down it as I into under root 20. Here in the presence of I, this number is an imaginary number. So once it is an imaginary number, so student, it will be not a real number. In this way, I hope all the students are satisfied by the introduction of real numbers, what are real or what are not real. Once again, I am going to make it clear that being rational, being real, two things are required. What are these? Try to understand. So now insert we can say that being real, either a number is rational or irrational, where rational, a number which can be written in the form of p by q, q is not equal to 0, and pq are integers. This symbol stands for belongs. PQ are integers. For example, student, 0 upon 3, minus 2 upon 7, 3 upon 4, 1.25, 2.33, 3 dot dot so on, etc. are rational number because all are in the. Now students, these numbers 0 by 3, minus 2 by 7, 3 by 4, 1.25, 2.333 dot dot so on, etc. are rational number because all the numbers can be written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and pq are integers. Okay students, and irrational numbers. The word irrational, it is the opposite word of rational. Means students, a number which is not a rational, it will be an irrational number. Means a number which is not rational implies it will be an irrational number. For example, students, you can see here, I am telling you, for example, students, see under root 2. This under root 2, is this a rational? So students, it is not rational because it is not written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0 and pq are integers, because we know that its decimal expansion in the form of non-terminating and non-repeating if we will find out the square root of 2. Also, it cannot be written in the form of p by q. How? Under root 2, if someone is going to be write in the form of under root 2 upon 1, one may say, sir, it is of the form p by q, where q equal to 1, which is not equal to 0. So, it must be a rational. So, students, point out, this is not a rational number because one thing, being rational, p and q must be integer, but under root 2 is not an integer, here under root 2 is not an integer. So under root 2 is an irrational number. In this way, many more irrational number we can get here, like minus under root 3, 1 upon under root 2, pi, it is an irrational number, 1.01001001001 dot dot so on. This is an irrational number because its decimal expansion in the form of non-terminating, non-repeating. Student, once you have read in class 9th standard, non-terminating, non-repeating. Okay, so in this way, I hope it is clear to my all students that what are real and what are not real. My one question is here, which of the following is a real number? Option A, B, C, D. Here under root minus 16, 1 upon under root minus 1, minus under root 64 and under root minus 4 into under root minus 9 e under root minus 1. This is the question. Which of the following is a real number? Here I have given you 5 options. Students, you have to tell that which one out of these 5 is a real number. This question I am leaving for you. Do yourself. Do yourself. Okay. Thank you, students. Now, the next topic you will get in next video. Sooner I will provide you the next video to understand the next subsequent topic of the chapter real numbers, like Euclid division lemma, fundamental theorem of arithmetic and some other topics. You will get very important lectures there. Thank you.